Well, Frank, welcome back to Sydney. And before we talk about this weekend, let's just touch briefly on what happened in Tokyo and all that sort of stuff. I'd imagine there was a fair bit of disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you go there with one goal, and that's to qualify for the Olympics, and to not get there and to be real close and to have that final match against Poland and not come up with the goods was really disappointing. And we've had a few days to think about that, but in the end you just got to move on, and we've got a big assignment here with World League, so that's what we're thinking about now.
I know we don't want to look for excuses in that, but we did have a pretty bad run, didn't we, in Tokyo with injuries and the like.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it happens, and you don't know what other teams are going through too. They could have had a similar run. You just got to take the cards you dealt and work with that. And unfortunately it wasn't ideal, but we did everything we could.
Has it been hard getting over that, putting that behind you and having to now focus on World League? What was it like in the days straight afterwards?
I think straight after was very disappointing. I think by the time we got home, we had a distraction and we got to see our family, and some of the guys hadn't seen their family for 9 or 10 months, so that was a good distraction. And now we have the other distraction of World League. I think maybe it'll hit in for me when I'm watching the Olympics or having a look at the volleyball while that's on. I think that's when I'm probably going to be the most disappointed. But so we'll see.
Because I think probably one of the most frustrating things is that we all know that we have a team that is good enough to get to the Olympics, don't we? I mean, if we always thought that perhaps we didn't have the team, then we wouldn't be that upset. But the fact that we think we've got the team makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, and I think we've shown that the last few years. We're in the top group of World League, and we've done very well to get here. And unfortunately, high-level volleyball is just a number of points, or in this case, a set or two or a point or two. And that's the difference. And unfortunately, it didn't quite fall our way in certain times throughout the tournament. And we're in this position rather than preparing for Rio, unfortunately.
Now, World League this weekend, we've got 3 quality teams coming here to Sydney. I mean, people probably don't realise, if you're not a volleyball fan, just how big France, Italy and Belgium are, but this is a quality round, isn't it?
Yeah, this is good. We got 3 strong European teams, 3 teams that 2 are going to the Olympics, and Belgium went to the European qualifiers for the Olympics, which in itself is quite difficult because I think only the top 8 teams went there. So they're a quality outfit too. So we've got some real good volleyball here this weekend, including the matches which don't involve us. There's going to be 2 matches every night, and they're going to be good games all round. So it's really exciting to have not just a traditional World League format where we'll play 2 matches against one opposition. There's other matches going on in a round-robin type thing. So it's really good for the people who love volleyball to come and have a look.
And Frank, a couple of the younger guys are obviously going to get a bit of court time this weekend. It'll be exciting to see how they're progressing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you blood the young guys in this situation. They get a run. We get to see how they go, and it's always good that we're bringing in new guys every year, which is something that hasn't maybe happened as much in the past. So it's real good having those guys, and I'm really excited. And they bring a bit of enthusiasm to the team. So it's really good to have them here.
And Frank, on a personal level, I spoke to you before Japan, and you were talking about how you were feeling quite good for the first time for a long time. From my observation, the way you played in Japan is the best I've seen you play probably since the last Olympics. You've got a renewed love of volleyball, have you? How's your passion for the game now?
Volleyball's always love-hate. So I think it was good. From a personal perspective, I was happy with how my body held up. I was, for the best part, when I reflect back on the tournament, happy with how I played, but I still think I could have done more, and I think every player will say they could have done more, and that's a natural feeling to have. So now it's about keeping fit and continuing that for myself on a personal level, and building through World League, and then obviously over to the professional season in Europe and on to the national team next year.
And do you feel like you've got a bit of unfinished business? I mean, I know the next Olympics 4 years away, and you'll be 4 years older, but have you thought about that at all? Would you like to still be there and be part of the next Olympic cycle?
I'm already getting called old now and have been for a few years, so geez, I don't know if I want to cop that stick for another 4 years. No, it's definitely a possibility. I'm not going to say no, and it's definitely a year or 2 year proposition. A lot can happen. I've seen that the last 4 years with my body, with my injuries, and a lot can go right as well. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll take it year by year, but as long as I'm enjoying the game and as long as I'm playing well, there's a possibility, yeah.
Well, it's great to see you playing in top form again, Frank. Looking forward to seeing that this weekend, and the rest of the boys in World League. Kicks off Friday night, of course, against Belgium. Should be fantastic. Tickets available at the Volleyballer's website, but best of luck, Frank, this weekend.
Thanks, Ross.